De La Hoya on Barrios-Garcia. It's the perfect fight for Ryan to come back to. Oscar De La Hoya had plenty to say against the idea of Ryan Garcia possibly facing Jake Paul, whether in a real fight or an exhibition. The Hall of Fame former 6-division titleist and current chairman of Golden Boy Promotions is all in, however, on the idea of his fighter next challenging WBC 147-pound titleist Mario Barrios. I think that's the perfect fight for Ryan to come back to, De La Hoya told DAZN's Chris Mannix in an on-air interview during the Virgil Ortiz-Erickson Lubin show in Fort Worth, Texas. I think Barrios having a draw against the great Manny Pacquiao is a great thing for Barrios. Mario Barrios vs Ryan Garcia makes a lot of sense. It's for a world title and brings Ryan right back to that superstar stage. The fight is still in the discussion stage but has already cleared one major hurdle. Garcia, 24-2, 20 KOs, is still not ranked in the WBC's top 15 at welterweight, or in any division. However, the WBC recently announced that they've lifted its ban on the popular boxer from Victorville, California. The confirmation, made publicly by its president Mauricio Suleiman, came just 3 weeks ahead of the 63rd annual WBC convention in Bangkok, Thailand. It goes without saying that a motion will be presented for Garcia to re-enter the rankings and qualify as a contender for Barrios' title. Merit will clearly not play a role in that development. Garcia is just 1-2 with one no contest over his last 4 fights. His one win came in a December 2023 knockout of Oscar Duarte, a fight originally contracted for a secondary WBA 140-pound title, only for Garcia to later change it to a 143-pound catchweight. His weight, right at that mark, was the heaviest of his career at the time. He has eclipsed that mark in each of his past 2 starts, only one of which was actually due to take place at welterweight. An April 2024 challenge of Devin Haney saw Garcia at his most reckless throughout the promotion. It included his missing weight by 3.2 pounds, which made him ineligible to win the WBC 140-pound title. Haney planned to defend atop the DAZN pay-per-view from Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. Garcia originally won via majority decision, complete with 3 knockdowns. The verdict was overturned and converted to a no decision, however, upon the discovery that Garcia tested positive for Ostarine. He was also issued a 1-year suspension by the New York State Athletic Commission. It was his subsequent crash-out, riddled with racism and other horrific comments, that led the WBC to issue its own ban, while also pleading for the boxer to get help. Garcia returned from suspension to headline a May 2nd Ring magazine show outdoors at Times Square in New York City. His performance was as abysmal as was the presentation of the entire card, as he was dropped in the second round by Rolando "Rolly" Romero, who won via unanimous decision in their secondary WBA welterweight title fight. His in-ring performances will apparently take a back seat to his box office appeal, as little seems to stand in the way of his next challenging for a major title. Besides, De La Hoya dismissed the alarmingly lopsided defeat to Romero as, simply, a bad night for his roster's most notable boxer. "I have all the confidence in the world," De La Hoya said of Garcia's potential to rebound from that performance. Rolly Romero had, I believe, Ryan Garcia's number that night. But that's one night. We have 364 more days in the year. One night doesn't define your career. I think Ryan Garcia can come back. Barrios is the perfect style to make a great fight happen. Jake Donovan is an award-winning journalist who served as a senior writer for Boxing Scene from 2007 to 2024 and news editor for the final 9 years of his first tour. He was also the lead writer for The Ring before his decision to return home.